ॐ शम्भवे नमः। नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। नम आव्याधिनेभ्यो विविध्यन्तेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमवुगणाभ्यस्त्रगुं हतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सवतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्य सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्य कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयोभ्यश्वनेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। I offer my pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, the Guru, the preceptor, the Panduranga that is constantly purifying the body, mind, and the soul. When we invoke his name, he shall turn black in color and absorb all our impurities so that we become white in color, and hence we become Panduranga, and he takes away all our impurities. And the only condition is that we shall constantly invoke his name. Sairam, brothers and sisters, we are going to today contemplate and take a journey into the life of another greatest saint that has lived the presence of Panduranga, Sant Tukaram. In doing so, from yesterday to today, we have jumped almost 350 to 400 years. Namdev, Zanabai, Chokhamela, they were all contemporaries, and they were during the 1270s to mid 1300s. Tukaram that we're studying today is early 1600s. And so we have jumped that much time in this bhakti movement, which in between is filled with so many Varkaris, so many saints. It takes a lifetime to really study the teachings and the glory of this beautiful sons that has lived in India. And in this history of time, you should see how much the country has been protected by the love and the devotion of all these great sons. You have to also go with the history in the background that during this period, India was invaded by the Mughals. and by so many different foreign elements. And perhaps it is to protect the Sanatana Dharma and to instill love and devotion in the hearts of the entire country that Bhagavan decided to take the form of these great saints. In the Bhakti movement, as described by Mahipati in the Mahabhakta Vijayam, Sant Tukaram probably is the most, perhaps, is the most popular and perhaps the most prolific in this Bhakti movement of universality of experience through singing the name of God. You see, Namdev was like a friend of God. And Namdev was, of course, a poor tailor, had some livelihood. Zanabai, as we discussed, was a maid servant that also offered the love while doing her daily chores. And Sant Chokamela, yesterday that we studied, has really brought forth the love and devotion, at the same time bringing the injustice and going through all the troubles and tribulations of life. Tukaram was actually born into a reasonably elite class of family. He was the second son of Bolhoba and Kankai, and they lived in Dehu, which is near the major city we know today as Pune. His father was a Mahajan, that means they were actually reputed family of traders in this village, and they were appointed to collect the revenue and also be the traders in this town and farmers. So Tukaram's family owned a very large piece of prime agricultural land on the banks of the river Indrayani, which is near Dehu, which is near Pune. So several generations of before him have farmed this land, and they were reasonably pretty well off merchant farmers. So that means we are now studying the life of a sant who did not come from a very poor background, etc., and not a socially or a culturally backward caste or anything like that. Although he was not a Brahmin, he was a merchant that lived and still considered as non-elite social class, but they were not, they had means of living socially. Tukaram's life until probably 14, 15 years, 15, 16 years rather, as documented in the history, was reasonably okay until his parents passed away and his elder brother, along with his rest of the family, all the family burden he had to take care of, the entire large family at a fairly young age. His first wife that he was married to, Rukmabai, was a very sick woman, ill woman. She had a son, but she was so chronically ill that Tukaram was married a second time. And along with all this family and his own sons, documented as about 6 sons, he had to raise this whole family. And he was doing reasonably okay until 1629, a major famine hit India, and in this famine, he lost his wife and he also loses his sons. Suddenly, the life takes a turn into a very hardship and the horror of this human condition. And Tukaram actually documents some of this later on in his Abhangs, almost like an autobiography, but never losing his devotion towards Vitthal. So he was a very honest trader, and he was taken in this famine. He was taken advantage of, and because of all the things that were happening around him, he totally lost interest in farming, totally lost interest in the worldly affairs because he was reduced to bankruptcy, extreme poverty, and even humiliation in the village. He lost his Mahajan post, and people that were supposed to pay him back never returned, and he will not even go bother to ask them to pay back. And he completely goes into an isolation and desolation. And here, Tukaram's life takes a turn. He suddenly starts to introspect what's happening with his life. And one of his ancestors, Vishwambhar Bua, built a temple in the town for Panduranga. Tukaram spends nights and days at this temple, concentrating on what his life is about. And he begins to kind of rebuild this temple because it has gone into, also because of all his situation, there was nobody to take care of the temple. And one night he disappears into this forest called Bhamnath forest nearby in the Western Ghats. And for 15 days, he was simply concentrating on Panduranga Vittal without food, water, or even sleep. And such type of penance, in such type of penance, probably he was in a total trance or whatever state. We don't know what causes after the body has gone into such starvation and sleeplessness. He gets the vision of Vittal, and in this vision, along with Panduranga, also appears Namadev, and then Panduranga instructs him that his life mission, the way he was reborn, or why he was born, is to fulfill the uncompleted mission of Namadev, which was to write 1 billion abhangs. I don't know whether these numbers that are quoted in history are real, but enormous number of abhangs. And that mission was not completed. And so Tukaram now realizes suddenly that his task right now is to write these abhangs in the praise of Vittal. And the god tells him that he's a poet, but he has no experience of poetry, nor did he have any experience of God until this point of time. Not only that, he was a man of such truthfulness and integrity. He was thinking, how can I suddenly become a poet and write all these abhangs when I have never experienced God myself? And he was a trader, means he always checked the quality of every item he sold. And he bought goods only after critically testing them. So Tukaram really goes into introspection and he says, "Oh Lord, where I have no experience, there I cannot sing for you." This is an abhang. Actually, he writes probably one of the first and foremost abhangs he writes, saying that if I don't have an experience of you, how can I write about you? Therefore, he asks, "O Vittal, how do I get your experience? Rather, how do you become me to write these abhangs?" Now, you see, this is the self surrender aspects. When we get into troubles and tribulations, etc., in our lives, what we do is, "Oh God, take me out of this trouble." And then once we are out of the trouble, we are very happy. We never even go back probably to God and God thinking, etc. But here is a sincere soul that is given this mission, but doesn't want to feel immediately, "I am so blessed, I should start writing some abhangs." yearning for the experience of the God was what was his chief purpose. While he was trying to really contemplate on this glory, for long periods of time, he will go into this Bhandara Hill and Bhama, as I was mentioning, two different forests. Spends There is also another hill where, other than the Bhandara Hill, called the Bhamchandra Hill. He was meditating, and he had no idea how to get to the work of God. One day, when he wakes up and he goes to take a dip in the river, a holy man appears in front of him, not rather appear, he comes across a holy man who introduces himself to Tukaram as Babaji, and that he was in the lineage of Gurus Raghav Chaitanya and Keshav Chaitanya, and I don't know who these great souls are. But when Tukaram met this Babaji, Babaji blesses him and says, Rama Krishna Hari. This is the mantra he was initiated into. Rama Krishna Hari. Jai Jai Ram 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 Krishna Hari, 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 Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. This holy mantra was the life mantra, and in chanting this mantra, Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari, Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari, Tukaram feels a fullness of being that he had never felt before. And Tukaram describes very beautifully what is this grace of this Guru that transformed him from a metal into a gold. Sadguru Vachoni Sapade na soya Dharavete pai आधी त्याचे अपना सर के करते तत्काल. Tukaram describes in this beautiful Abhang the grace of this Guru. Except for this divine Guru, I can't find peace. Sadguru Vachuni Sapade Soy. You have to hold on to the feet of this Guru. Always do hold on to this feet of this Guru. And this Guru, Kahikal Vel Nalagetyansi. Guru is beyond time and age. Lohi Parisasi Nasahe Upama. There is a comparison between an iron stone that converts everything into gold if touched by it. Similarly, the divine's Guru is so immense, uncomparable. And therefore says Tukhamane aisi andhle e jana. Tukaram says people are so blind they forgot the real God who is the Guru within, and I am blessed to be touched by this Guru. From there, probably Tukaram was in his late 20s at this point of time, and he was prolific in writing abhangs, continuously writing abhangs, probably hundreds of thousands of them. And in his poetry, while he was doing this sadhana or whatever, the work of God, of course, he had no means to run the family. Jijabai, his second wife, was the one that was constantly prodding him, asking him to get engaged, to get the food for the family. And as he was gaining this popularity, as his abhangs were gaining popularity, people started to coming to him, calling him to their villages to do sankirtanas, etc. There was discomfort in the of the pundits in the local village, and suddenly they start questioning him. Hey, you are not a Brahmin. What authority you have to take all those secrets described in those Vedas and Shastras and bring them into these abhangs? You have made these Shastras and Vedas impure. And Tukaram was such a humble soul that he would not even get into argument with anyone whatsoever. So he asked these pundits, what should he be doing? And then they say, you have to throw all your abhangs into Indrayani river. He was, of course, so disturbed with this order that was given to him by the local authorities, and he obliges. He takes all the abhangs that he has written, makes them into a bundle, and throws them into the or puts them into the Indrayani river. They also ask him to tie stone to it so that it wouldn't even float. At that point of time, again Tukaram was praying to the God what mistake he has done, because it was his order, like exactly like what any great surrendered devotee would do. He asks him, thy will be done. I have followed your order. How come you have taken this rough punishment on me, Panduranga? So the legend has it that on the 14th day, after 13 days of his penance again, on the 14th day, as people were watching around him, these abhangs reappear floating on the Indrayani river. And that was the turning point where Tukaram is completely convinced. Now you see, it is not God putting test to the devotee, it is the devotees who are putting test to the God. Yesterday, when we talked about Soka Mela story or Zanabai story, it is these devotees they're asking, God, what fault did we do? We are simply obliging your orders. This is a very, very important aspect to understand. When we know that God's work is given to us, and when people around us blatantly do not want us, and there is all kinds of restrictions imposed that you cannot be doing that work, you don't do that work. You don't stop doing that work because the call has come from the God and you have to execute on His order unconditionally. But you question God, why is He putting you through tests when you are doing His work? This is the beautiful thing. When I was reading these episodes of Tukaram and looking at his abhangs, is a beautiful Anuvakam in Rudram. Namo Dundubhyaya cha Hananyaya cha Drushnave cha Pramrushaya cha Dutaya cha Prahitaya cha Nishangine Cheshu Dhimate cha Namastikshne cha Yudhine cha Namaswayudhaya cha Sudhanvane cha Namasrutyaya cha Patyaya cha Namakatyaya cha Nipyaya cha Namasudyaya cha Sarasyaya cha Namo Nadyaya cha Vaishantaya cha Namakupyaya cha Vatyaya cha Namo Varshaya cha Varshaya cha Namo मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमो ईध्रियाय चातप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च. Tukaram's life is exactly like this. When the call of the God has come, you shall do whatever he wants you to do. I am not a poet. No, if you want me to be a poet, your order, I shall become a poet. I shall be doing this work. You asked me to write abhangs, I will write abhangs. And if they wanted me to throw it into the, I will oblige. But you have to answer my prayers. At this turning point in his career, this abhang has made Tukaram such a one that is become very popular. This is now we are talking mid 16, early 1600s, 1620s, 1630s. So many beautiful. He has another beautiful one that he wrote. सावळे सुंदर रूप मनोहर राघो निरंतर हृदये माझे सावळे सुंदर रूप मनोहर. Dark beautiful form that pleases this mind. May that dark, beautiful form of Panduranga, let it stay in my heart forever. Anik kahi icha mahanahi chad. Besides this, I do not have any other desire. Tuzze naam god Panduranga. Your name is so sweet, O Panduranga. I am intoxicated by the sweetness of your form and the beauty of your form and the sweetness of your name. Tuza namagod Panduranga Savade Sundar Rupa Manohar. Beautiful form, sweet name. Mind is completely arrested. Janmo Janmi Aise Magitale Tuz. O God, each life I asked for you. Please let me have you now. And Tukaram says, one who is as forgiving as you, my Lord, I can't find anywhere. What beautiful compositions. There are literally so many of them. The time is so limited to go into the the real thing about Tukaram's life is there are so many miracles that happen in his life. One time he was called for a satsang and sankirtana, and there was a local gentleman who was yearning to go attend his satsang, and he had a son who was sick, but he gets the news that Tukaram is in town. He tells his wife, well, the doctors are here, all this stuff is here. My mind, I have to go for this satsang. I will come back. Don't worry, the son will be fine. And he runs to the satsang. And the wife was saying, are you crazy? Your son is so sick. You want to go to a satsang to listen to Tukaram? And anyway, he doesn't listen to her. He goes to this satsang. And he was engrossed listening to this beautiful abhangs and the Nam Sankirtan of Tukaram. In the middle of it, this woman walks into this satsang with the dead body of the child and puts it at Tukaram's feet, shows her husband and says, what kind of a God you are? What kind of a sant you are, saint you are? You see, my husband has left the family and a sick son who was about to die and comes to your Sankirtan. He is dead. Are you now happy? You have totally devastated my family. Tukaram was shocked, and the husband goes and tries to chide her and say, "To whom are you talking? This is Sant Tukaram." Tukaram looks at her and looks at the man, and then he sings a beautiful abhang, asking Panduranga, "Oh Panduranga, here is a person that left the family to come and listen to your name. Isn't it your responsibility to take care of this man who came here for your satsang, for your name?" And as he was singing this abhang, the child wakes up, and the mother was shocked, and everyone there. And Tukaram, of course, had absolutely no doership associated with any of it. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hari. There are other beautiful abhangs. Another one where he also, this is called blame and praise embedded within the same abhangs. He has composed such beautiful abhangs as well. One of them is this. पंढरीचे भूत मोठे आल्या गेल्या दडपी वाटे आल्या गेल्या दडपी वाटे आल्या गेल्या दडपी वाटे आल्या गेल्या झडपी वाटे पंढरीचे भूत मोठे. And he's telling his devotees, "Hey, you, be careful. There is a huge ghost that is living in Pandharpur. If you go anywhere nearby it, it's going to possess you." Pandariche bhute mothe, big bhoot is there. And the forests around that Pandharpur, they are so dangerous. And you will lose your mind in them. You will get lost in these forests. Don't go there, because whoever goes there will never come back. By the way, Tukaram also went there. You know what happened to Tukaram? He never came back because he was released from the cycle of birth and death. So that Tukaram who went there, he never came back. A different Tukaram came back. So even if you go there, he will possess you, so you will not come back. That means you will have liberation. What an incredible poetry. Yesterday, after Soka Mela's story, maybe Bhagavan chose Tukaram today because this is really gives the peace and the tranquility of God's name. And Tukaram has other beautiful bhajans. Bholava Vitthal, Pahava Vitthal, Karava Vitthal, Jiva Bhava. You also heard that beautiful one. भोलावा विठ्ठल पहावा विठ्ठल करावा विठ्ठल जीव भावा येने सोने मन. If I start singing this, it's very hard to not to do a satsang on the sons without singing their abhangs. The beauty is actually listening to their words that actually sanctify us from all the impurities and all the vagaries and the agitations of the mind. Tuka is saying, speak of Vitthal, see Vitthal, and make Vitthal my own. With this uncontrollable desire, my mind has become very greedy, and it does not wish to come back to the world. The knots of these worldly bondages, bandhuna pasuni vukalyagathi, the knots of these worldly bondages came undone, and then I was able to hold on to my Vittal in a deep embrace. Tukaram says, my whole being is filled with Vittal through and through. So there is no place left for the desire and anger anymore. They had to vacate their home because the whole home is taken over by Vittal. You all can read and watch about the other miracles of Tukaram, about the birds feeding on the corn and the master getting upset, and how the whole crop, because he allows these birds to come have their own food, because he doesn't want to chase away these birds that are coming into the cornfield, and how that cornfield become so filled with the crop that the master was so happy. And when Tukaram was bringing all that corn home, or maybe Zohar, I don't know whether it was corn or most probably Zohar, and all those bags, by the time he comes home, he distributes everything to the people, comes home with empty bags. There are so many stories of Tukaram, including how much he has influenced the king Shivaji, the warrior Shivaji, so much that Shivaji comes to Tukaram very often, and listening to his abhangs, Shivaji did not want to go back and fight. Tukaram says, no, you are a Kshatriya. It's your duty to go back and fight. And there were stories when he was in the Panduranga temple, how Panduranga, when the Mughals were plotting to uh, get hold of Shivaji, how Panduranga became so many Shivajis in the field that he could not be even recognized. Such beautiful miracles. I want to shift few minutes and talk about Tukaram's abhangs that we sing for Bhagavan Baba very briefly, and then we'll go into the next artis. And this one we sing for Kakadarti. Zoduniya karacharani thevile matha परिसावी विनंती माझी पंढरीनाथा. I won't sing the whole thing, but the essence of this. With folded hands, I lay my head at your feet, O Pandarinadha. Please listen to my entreaty. Forever, I want to remain at your feet. Grant me the place without any hesitancy. Since I desire to be at your feet always, give me shelter, leaving aside all reservations. अखंडिता आसावे ऐसे वाटते पायी सांडूनी संकोच ठाऊ थोडा सा देई तुका म्हणे देवा माझी वेडी वाकुडी नामे भव पाश हाती apulya todi. Tukaram is saying, in whatever haphazard and worthless way I can call you, O God, by your name, break my worldly shackles with your own hands. And there is another Kakadarti, Bhakti Chiya Poti Bodh Kakada Jyoti, Pancha Prane Jihve Bhave, Ovalu Arati. ओवाळू आरती माझा पंढरीनाथा माझा साईनाथा दोन्ही कर जोडूनी चरणी ठेविले माथा काया महिमा परनु आता सांगणे किती. Of course, we are getting into Sage Arti now. Born of devotion, the light of perception is the lamp for this dawn arati. I do arati with my entire being, my mind and fervent faith. I do arati, O Pandarinatha, with my folded hands. I lay my head at your feet. How shall I describe your greatness? Who can extol it? Even the tremendous sin of killing 1,000 Brahmins is washed away by your mere darshan. Rahi and Rukmabai are standing on either side and are fanning the Lord with chamras of peacock feathers. Tuka says, with a lamp in his hand and absorbed in divine contemplation, the beautiful image standing on the brick has a divine splendor. To all my brothers and sisters who are doing these aratis with so much love and devotion, please take the time to understand how these aratis truly raise our divine being and surrender our being at his lotus feet. And now we will be getting into the Shej aratis. And Shej aratis, several of Shej aratis are Tukaram's aratis. Ovalu arati maza Sadguru Nadha. Panchahi Tatvancha Deep Lavila Ata. We all know that. We are going to sing that. I will explain to you very briefly the meanings of those. My Sadguru Sainath, I lit up the 5 elements of my body. This is this Panchahi Tattvanchi Deep Lavila Ata. Panchahi Tattva, the 5 aspects of elements of the body, which is earth, water, fire, wind and space. All the 5 are becoming that Pancha Jyoti, that 5, the 5 Jyotis that we are going to do Arati, that represents the 5 aspects of our own self and the Prapancha. And then he is asking, Nirguna Chistiti Kaisi Akara Ali Sarva Ghati Bharuni Vurali Sai Mavuli. How has this attributeless Nirgun Brahman, how has he taken form? You fill every part of the existence and still you are full, O Sai Mother. Sai here, Sai Mauli, Sa Ai, that Tukaram is saying, is Sai Mauli, is great mother, good mother. So he knows there is a Sai coming. And for this Sai, there is no restriction of Brahmin, Vaishya, Sudra, Kshatriya, men, women, Christian, Muslim, Jew, Zoroastrian. There is no restriction. A Chokka Mela can come and do Arti and touch his feet. Tukaram knows that Sai, the full mother, is coming as Panduranga. And hence, our Panduranga, no priest there to restrict anyone into coming to this Sai center. There is no priest. And we offer all the 3 qualities of our, the Raja, Tama, Sattva, Tighe, Maya Prasavali. All those Raja, Tama, Sattva, they have engulfed me with illusion. How has the rest of that illusory world came into existence born of this Maya? He is asking Panduranga. Sapta Sagari Kaisa Khel Mandila. Of course, I will maybe have to spend more time. So, Ovalu Arati Maza, Pahe Prasadache, what? That one is also Tukaram Sarati. And Pavala Prasad Ata, Vitto Nizave, Ata Nizave, Apulato Srama Karo, Ekase, Etase Bhave. Now, this is a beautiful thing after this Sage Arati. Tukaram says, Tuka Mane Didhale Vuchistache Bhojana. And then he is saying, you have given us the leftover food from your plate. You have selected us as being not separate from yourself. That means we are you, you are us, and we are taking your leftover. And now we shall rest at our abodes. You too take rest, Bhagavan, because you have been taking care of the entire cosmos. This is the love of Tukaram. Oh my God, I'm 5 minutes way over. We're going to chant, we're going to listen to this beautiful bhajan of Tukaram. Let us listen to this, go to this Pandharpur and listen to this beautiful Abhang. And after that, we will do Swami's 108 names and then Arti. Please bear with me. Today is a special Thursday, so I'm hoping that you are all equally engaged as I am. Apologies for the trouble.
नास्था धर्मे न वसु निचये नैव कामोपभोगे यद्यद्भव्यं भवतु हे भगवन् मम पूर्वकर्मानुरूपम् एतत् प्रार्थ्यं मम बहुमतो जन्म जन्मान्तरेऽपि त्वत्पाद अम्भोरुहयुगगत निश्चल भक्तिः अस्तु निश्चल भक्तिः अस्तु हेचि हेचि माज आस हेचि हेचि माज आस हेचि 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 माज आस हेचि हेचि माज आस हेचि हेचि माज आस जन्मो जन्मी तुझा दास हेचि हेचि माज आस जन्मो जन्मी तुझा दास 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 हेचि हेचि माज आस जन्मो जन्मी तुझा दास हेचि हेचि माज आस जन्मो जन्मी तुझा दास
जय हरि विठ्ठल जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल
हरी चंवर कारी पंढरी चंवर करी वरी सुखोने ती हरी पंढरी चंवर करी वरी सुखोने ती हरी पंढरी चंवर करी वरी सुखोने ती हरी हेची हेची माज आस जन्मो जन्मी तुझा दास हेची हेची माज आस जन्मो जन्मी तुझा दास
जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल
चंद्रभागी स्नान अहो चंद्रभागे अहो चंद्रभागे स्नान अहो चंद्रभागे स्नान अहो चंद्रभागे स्नान तुका मागे हेचिदान अहो चंद्रभागे स्नान तुका मागे हेचिदान 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 हेची हेची माज आस जन्मो जन्मी तुझा दास हेची हेची माज आस जन्मो जन्मी तुझा दास
जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय विठ्ठल जय हरि
विठ्ठल जय हरी विठ्ठल. ओम श्री भगवान सत्य साई बाबाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सत्य स्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सत्य धर्म परायणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई वरदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सत्पुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सत्य गुणात्मने नमः। ओम श्री साई साधुवर्धनाय नमः। ओम श्री साई साधु जन पोषणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वज्ञाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वजन प्रियाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वशक्तिमूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वेशाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वसंग परित्यागिने नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वांतर्यामिने नमः। ओम श्री साई महिमात्मने नमः। ओम श्री साई महेश्वर स्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई पत्तिग्रामोद्भवाय नमः। ओम श्री साई पत्ति क्षेत्र निवासिने नमः। ओम श्री साई शक्काय शिरडिवासिने नमः। ओम श्री साई जोडियादिपल्ली सोमप्पाय नमः। ओम श्री साई भारद्वाज ऋषिगोत्राय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्तवत्सलाय नमः। ओम श्री साई अपान्तरात्मने नमः। ओम श्री साई अवतार मूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वभय निवारिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई आपस्तंभ सूत्राय नमः। ओम श्री साई अभयप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई रत्नाकर वंशोद्भवाय नमः। ओम श्री साई शिरडी साई अभेद शक्त्यावताराय नमः। ओम श्री साई शंकराय नमः। ओम श्री साई शिरडी साई मूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई द्वारकामायि वासिने नमः। ओम श्री साई चित्रावती तटपुट्टपर्ति विहारिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई शक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई शरणागत त्राणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आनंदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आनंददाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आर्तत्राणपरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई अनाथनाथाय नमः। ओम श्री साई असहाय सहायाय नमः। ओम श्री साई लोकबांधवाय नमः। ओम श्री साई लोकरक्षापरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई लोकनाथाय नमः। ओम श्री साई दीनजन पोषणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई मूर्तित्रय स्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई मुक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई कलुष विदूराय नमः। ओम श्री साई करुणाकराय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वाधाराय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वहृद्वासिने नमः। ओम श्री साई पुण्यफलप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वपापक्षयकराय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वरोगनिवारिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वबाधाहराय नमः। ओम श्री साई अनंतनुत कर्तृणे नमः। ओम श्री साई आदिपुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आदिशक्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई अपरूप शक्तिने नमः। ओम श्री साई अव्यक्त रूपिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई कामक्रोधध्वंसिने नमः। ओम श्री साई कनकांबरधारिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई अद्भुतचर्याय नमः। ओम श्री साई आपद्बांधवाय नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रेमात्मने नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रेम मूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रेम प्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रियाय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्त प्रियाय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्त मंदाराय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्त जन हृदय विहाराय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्त जन हृदयालयाय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्त पराधीनाय नमः। ఓం శ్రీ సాయి భక్తి జ్ఞాన ప్రదీపాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి భక్తి జ్ఞాన ప్రదాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సుజ్ఞాన మార్గదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి జ్ఞాన స్వరూపాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి గీతాబోధకాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి జ్ఞాన సిద్ధిదాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సుందర రూపాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి పుణ్యపురుషాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి ఫలప్రదాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి పురుషోత్తమాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి పురాణ పురుషాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి అతీతాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి కాలాతీతాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సిద్ధిరూపాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సిద్ధ సంకల్పాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి ఆరోగ్యప్రదాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి అన్నవస్త్రదాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సంసార దుఃఖక్షయకరాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సర్వాభీష్టప్రదాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి కళ్యాణగుణాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి కర్మధ్వంసినే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సాధుమానస శోభితాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సర్వమత సమ్మతాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సాధుమానస పరిశోధకాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సాధకానుగ్రహ వటవృక్ష ప్రతిష్టాపకాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సకల సంశయహరాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సకల తత్వబోధకాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి యోగీశ్వరాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి యోగీంద్రవందితాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సర్వమంగళకరాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సర్వసిద్ధిప్రదాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి నివారిణే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి ఆర్తిహరాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి శాంతమూర్తయే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి సులభ ప్రసన్నాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సాయి శ్రీ భగవాన్ సత్య సాయి బాబాయ నమః. సమస్తలోకాః సుఖినో భవంతు. 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 ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. Saram brothers and sisters, while we prepare for the Aarti live from Sai Seva Sadan, a few announcements. Tomorrow we will have the satsang on Sant Jnan Dev, the final satsang on the sons of Pandharpur. And on Saturday, we will have the Rudram Jnana Yajna, the study circle, as usual, at 7 to 8 a.m. And after that, we will have Ekadasha Rudrabhishekam for Bhagwan, and the YouTube live link has been sent in the bulletin, and it will be on the Sai at Rudram channel. And after that, we will have the Dhuparti, the Majjanarti for Bhagwan. And from Majjanarti all the way until Shejarti, center will be open only for one family at a time. A sign-up sheet has been sent, so we request you to take the opportunity to have his darshan on Guru Purnima day. Again, we are not going to crowd the place. It will be one family that will go spend 5 minutes with Bhagwan, have his darshan, and then we will schedule it that way. Plenty of slots are open. Kindly take the opportunity to go have his darshan. And on Sunday, we will have, as usual, our Rudram study circle at 7 a.m. in the morning, and in the afternoon at 4 p.m. we will have the center devotional program at 4 p.m. There is no study circle on Saturday. because of the center open for darshan. And with that, we will now have Bhagwan's Sage Arti. And as you do this Arti, fill your heart with Tukaram. And Tukaram's Artis are what are going to be mostly sung for Sage Arti. Jai Sai Ram.